Hi beautiful people, my name is Caroline Wamboi and welcome back to this beautiful and amazing channel. So today I want us to try out a new recipe, which is cooking broccoli. I have never done it in my house, but I've just done a few research and I chose the best method, which you are going to see. Maybe if you have never tried preparing it, you could try out the method. Before I can continue, I'm sorry for the lighting. It's like my camera had a lot of reflection and it was not able to give the real color of the broccoli here. So the first thing I'll start doing is just removing the big stalks and the leaves that it usually have. Then I'm going to just peel it off from the main stalk as I am doing. I think you can clearly follow that. So I'm going to be frying it along with some carrots, some red and yellow pepper, some onions and a clove of garlic. So if you are those people who love just big carrots and the big what do you call it, the big capsicum, you can just cut the big pieces. But as for me, I was considering the fact that I have a baby and I also wanted her to eat the same. So I'm first going to prepare it and then I'm going to take you through the next step.
Die out too hard, but we were traveling mountains just to find the loudest seas. We set down by the fire, knowing we couldn't hide, but we didn't know that yet. So if you want something to hold on to, gotta find it first. But here I am, waiting for this.
Of course, the next thing that I did off camera was cleaning them, and I think you can now see the exact color that they had. I don't know what happened to the clip previously because it was not giving the real color. So here the next thing I'm going to do is to just steam it for less than a minute so that it can soften. You realize that the broccoli just usually have a lot of nutrients, and if you boil them for long they tend to lose the nutrients. So I'm just steaming it with salt so that the salt can get into the inner parts of the broccoli, and I'm doing this for less than a minute. And the other importance of salt is that it is also going to help it just retain its green color. You can see how beautiful it looks, and it's like the green color just increased after adding it in salt. Yeah, so this will be exactly less than a minute or so. Don't do it for long. Yeah, then the next thing is just frying everything all together. And as you have seen, the only two spices I'm going to be using is paprika and 1 piece of Royco cube. So I'm also going to be cooking along it with some rice. If you realize some other thing cooking on the other side of the cooker, that is my rice. Yeah, so guys, it is as easy as that. I've seen several people cooking it fully, like putting it in stews. I think somehow that one will have already lost all the nutrients. So I think you could try out this method, just quick. The whole process took about 7 minutes to just finishing up everything. But for the preparation and the cooking, yeah, so I think guys, you can comment below, how do you prepare your broccoli? This was my first time preparing it and I loved the outcome, which you are going to see. It was not it was salty inside because we boiled it with salt. It was soft, so it was easy for my baby to eat. Yeah, and it was quite yummy. So let's do the frying, and I will start by just steaming my other vegetables because the broccoli is already already cooked, so I only need to warm it because I have washed it with water to just stop the cooking process. I think you have followed that. Yeah, I washed it with cold water to just stop the cooking. So the only thing I will be doing here is just frying it and just warming it a little bit. So on that end, I'm cooking my carrot rice, which we are going to take along with broccoli and some stew that I will make together with you guys. So I will steam the vegetables a little bit because I said my baby will also be feeding on the same, and I don't want them to be so crunchy in a way that she will not enjoy eating them.
I'm in a tropic club.
So during this frying process, I'm not going to add salt again because my cube already has salt, and if you add salt and cubes and Royco cubes, you tend the food just tends to get so salty. So I'm not adding salt anymore. Yeah, you're going to see that, guys. If you love the crunchy items like this crunchy capsicum and carrots, you can just steam it for a little bit, but for mine I just allowed it to steam for a bit more time. Yeah, I have already explained the reason. So I'm now going to add I will then add my paprika and my Royco cubes once it's already steamed enough, and I'll add just a considerable amount because you can see my vegetables were not so many.
Memories die out too hard. We were traveling mountains just to find out how to seas. We set down by the fire, knowing we could aim higher, but we didn't know that yet. So if you want something to hold on to, gotta find it first.
The green color was so giving, and this was my aim. I didn't want them to lose any color, and you can see how amazing they look. And that was it with the cooking. If you have already prepared the broccoli, then this should take you less than 3 minutes to cook. If you are starting the process from the beginning, then it will only take you about 7 minutes. And that was it, guys. Please comment down below. This was the main highlight of this video. Yeah, just tell me what you think about everything. And guys, you can see what just happened. My gas just finished and I had to cook using electricity. Yeah, and you're going to realize this part of the video is not well taken because it's very difficult for me. It was difficult for me to just place a camera somewhere because I was only using one part of the gas cooker. And this is when I realized the real importance of it. I have never used this electric plate to cook because I have at no time I just met myself without an extra gas cylinder, and nilishikwa hii siku, but we still cooked. Yeah, and it is very effective. Actually, for cooking everything, I used less than 2 units of tokens. Yeah, so at this point, we're just going to prepare our stew, and our stew will just be composed of some potatoes, some carrots, and some capsicum, and that will be it. So enjoy the cooking. I'm not going to talk anymore until I finish cooking.
Find it first, but here I am, 'cause I've been laying under palm trees waiting for the summer, knowing there's nowhere to go, 'cause I am happy on this island, wanna be my fun I don't ever want to leave. I'm in a tropic club.
So that was it with the cooking, guys. The rice was ready, the broccoli was ready, and the stew too. Kindly comment below what do you think about the dinner and rate my broccoli from 1 to 10. Bye bye, guys. Let me see you in my next one.